What up? There's no opening because I never made one for movies, but I want to go over Dragon's Heart, all the films, right, that we so far have. There's 5 films in the series. First one was in 96, then we have in 2000, 2015, 2017, and then 2020 was the latest one. So I decided, talk about all these films. I love the first one. I watched it when I was a kid. It's fucking great. A dragon movie where the dragon wasn't a bad guy. We see great things, knights trying to be the old code, stuff like that. We find out that these dragons can share their heart and save people, but then their hearts are linked together. And in other movies, we find out that these people get powers from their dragons, be able to shadow jump. Their children get fucking curses. It gets insane how much the series has evolved from the books, right? I never read the books. I just watched the movies. And I watched all of them. And do I like these films? Yeah, I actually do. I mean, they're not the greatest films of all time, actually. Their budgets are pretty, low for some of these films. But I think they're done really well. Enough for me to be following them. The action is done pretty good. I mean, it's not the best, but it's enough to keep me interested, right? The stories in each film are great. The first film actually was revolutionary, seeing that the person the dragon saved ended up being, I'm not going to tell you, you got to watch it. But other films, they're not all the same. I mean, yeah, there's a dragon in each of them. They're not the same dragon, different dragons in every no, actually, not in every film. Some of the film is the same dragon, but you kind of have to figure that out, But yeah, it's great seeing these films. I love seeing them. I didn't know that they were still making them. I know they made the first and the second because I've seen those as a kid. But I mean, they made a third one, and then a fourth one, and then now a fifth one. I mean, will they keep making more? Hopefully, the way the story was, especially in the fifth one, where 7 dragons are raised by this king, which is, you see him in the third film. He raises these dragon eggs, and in the fifth film, they talk about how these dragons flew different places, which the first and the second film talk about that. Especially the second film, we get the dragon from China, and then yeah, it's all connected somehow, right? And me as the viewer, it's fun putting these things together, finding out which film is in the timeline and stuff. It's not that hard, but it's great to do it. Like I said, the first one was back in the 90s, right? Great actors. Voice actor for the dragon was great. CGI wasn't that great, but whatever, you get what you get, right? Especially back then. The acting was what carried these films, and I think they were done pretty well. Of course, not, they're cult films, so they're not the greatest films to watch, like I said, but it's fun for me, and as a fan of dragons and stuff like that, and medieval times and big wars and fighting, it's great to see shit like this. Like I said, the newer films, of course, look a lot better than their predecessors. I think out of all the films, which one looks the best? I mean, 2020 looks alright, but I feel like I think the fourth one probably had the best graphics, CGI and stuff like that. The third one has some interesting, changes to the dragons. That was cool. But overall, yeah, I think the fourth film had the best in the CGI of the dragons. Maybe the 2020. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really focus on that. I focus on the film itself. The CGI will take a back step on this because it's not what I'm really watching. I'm watching it for the story, and so far, these stories are great. Like I said, hopefully they make more films. I really hope they make a film for every dragon that went to different lands. So far, we only got England and I think Germany, if I'm not mistaken. That was the fifth one. I'm not 100% on that, but it's great seeing these. Great seeing different dragons. We, especially in the new film, we get a differential from. We finally get a female dragon lead. We find out that female dragons can actually transform into animals, while the males can transform into rocks or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But whatever, it's great to see a female dragon. And stuff like that, and even a fucking ghost dragon. That was interesting to me. I was like, what the fuck? Well, anyways, here I made a little photo. These are all the films. You got Dragonheart New Beginning, Dragonheart 3, Dragonheart Battle of the Heartfire, and then Dragonheart Vengeance. Also put their budget. I mean, the first film, I found out that either it was 57 or 17 million. It'd be impressive if it was $17 million film and they made all that back in box office. The second film for sure was 11.4 million, less than the first film. Third one, it was only 7 mil for the CGI of the dragon. Yeah, I couldn't find out the rest of the budget on that film, but 7 mil just for CGI, and I'm guessing around like 25 for the whole film. I'm not sure. And then Dragonheart, Battle for the Heartfire, and then Dragonheart, the new one, Vengeance. Those I couldn't find any information on them, how much the budget was. But looking at how those two films are the newest ones and pretty much best looking in CGI and stuff, and even characters, but not actors, it's hard to tell, right? But yeah, like I said, man, if you haven't seen any of these films, check them out, especially the first one, the second one. Their soundtracks are amazing. The soundtrack actually carries on through all these films, but the first one, you gotta watch that one, right? But like I said, I love this. I can't really give them all a score, you know. I'm just watching these as, you know, a person that loves films, let you guys know. But let me give them a score. Hold on. Alright, so I got my scores right. First film was 7. I loved it, but it's not the best, right? Second film was 6. Some of the CGI was a little bit, but whatever, you know. The story was, yeah, 6. The third one is a 6 again. It was great up until the end. I feel they just fucking rushed everything. I was like, they think they ran out of money or something. But I love the beginning. That's basically the beginning of everything. Number 5, the weakest out of all of them, I think. I just wasn't that interested in the twins. I don't know. Maybe they could have done something better. Maybe. I don't know. Too much awokeness going there, I guess. Which is not really a bad thing, but in the timeline and shit, yeah, shit was gonna go sour. It's pretty obvious what was gonna happen. And then the newest one, 7, I loved it. I think that's what the reason I wanted to do this film review kind of thing. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Oh wait, hold on, the big score, right? Altogether, a 7 out of 10. Pretty good series. Can't wait. Maybe we'll get more. Hopefully we do, because I want to see the other dragons, the other dragon stories. Because all these films, there have only been 4 dragons, right? Yeah. Only 4 dragons that we've seen. There's still a couple left. 3, I think. Or 4. Who knows? But thanks for watching. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.